tasty. I think it's caffeine free. I think Sprite is caffeine free the way they make it now. Mountain Dew, however, is not, which I have like 2 cans at least full back on my table. The capital's luck has gone bad like day-old milk thanks to all the luck lotus. With things going wrong left and right, the people of the capital are starting to despair. They're losing faith in the gods and the world they made. I don't even know what to think about there being a world separate from ours. One filled with negative energy, a place where only despair can thrive. The abysmal... more gas. The abysmal realm. It's hard to believe, but the gate to the abysmal realm has opened up there in the sky. A whole swarm of Apollons flew down through it too. What can the people of the capital do about something like that? Nothing. We're powerless. Whether we like it or not, that gate is like a big red eye staring at us right in the face. And this whole hopeless mess all happened because Don was trying to give his village some hope. When his luck lotus get full from eating the capital's luck, they go back to the Tento Sanctuary. They dump it off into that nest that they built down there. The Positron, was it called? Yeah. When the Positron gets nice and big, that's the cue for the destroyer insects to come, and sure enough, those Apollons came down from the sky. That was Don's plan from the start, to use his Fukoshi powers to control the Apollon insects. He'd make himself King Abaddon make himself a king over the Apollons. Now, those Apollons are supposed to be servants of this great Ma the Tento thinks so highly of. If Don became King Abaddon and controlled the Apollons, he'd be on Ma's level. And he thought by doing that, he'd break the Tento clan's stronghold over Tsukigata village. They've ruled over the village as its god, so if he could become a god himself, he'd take back the village. He hoped to save his sister Akane, who was about to wed, sacrificed really, to the Tento. But where Don saw hope for himself, his village, and his sister, his actions end up bringing despair on the capital. He's feeling responsible for the people's despair, so he's despairing a bit himself. However, he chickened out, and he hasn't taken the responsibility of his acts to hold the future. So now he's just sitting here, sad mess. They came from the gate to the abysmal realm, a spark for despair all over the world. That ain't what I thought King Abaddon was going to be at all. And I did this. I brought something that horrible to the capital. Those Apollons I call, they're wrecking the capital. I got nothing out of the deal. I can't save my dad, the villages, Akane. I tried my damnedest. I broke the village code and brought out the luck lotus. But all of that, was I just running in circles? Hell's bells? Dawn. Can't even show my face anymore. And I wish I could just disappear. Oh shit, okay. Epilepsy time. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be some epileptic seizures or some shit. Raidou felt his consciousness slipping away from him. Chaos! Oh no! Okay, well, anyways. Stuff. This time I warned you before it was gonna happen, so I don't have to put like a warning thing out in this video or something. Anyways, yeah. At least it doesn't last too long, and I think if they dulled it down by this point, it doesn't feel quite as strong as it was the first time. And Raidou still wears eyeliner, I see. Look at this world! It's so gold and crispy. Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Or Honey Bunches of Oats. That cereal is delicious. Alright, that is fantastic. A man in a red jinbeori. That's what it's called? What the fuck? God, Jesus Christ. Like I'm gonna ever use these names, words again. honestly. A man in a vest wearing a Shinado mask is standing before Raidou. And they've all still got the sad faces. Don't be so hard on yourself, Don. Sure, you summoned the gate to the abysmal realm, but if that's the action you took to take hold of the future, then it can't be called wrong. Oh, never mind. It turned angry. I thought I was going to keep sad because I said it was grief that it was feeling and stuff. Shinado Mask of Sorrow looks as though it changed into a face filled of anger. A man in a vest wearing a Shinado mask standing before Raidou. Shinado mask is filled with... what? Oh, it looks like it's... okay, yeah, okay. If I keep beating around the bush, you'll never get it, Don, so I'm gonna be frank. What were you thinking, opening the gate to the abysmal realm? It's all because of the actions you took. If you hadn't tried taking hold of your future... Hey, take a look! See what a mess the capital is in? How are you gonna make up for that? Huh? Tell me, King Abaddon. Damn, Narumi. You are one bitch when you want to. Okay, that's Tai, clearly. Makes sense. You know, seems plausible. Hey, Don, or should I call you King Abaddon? Never mind. Never mind. Blah, blurb. And now you're lost in despair as a result of your own actions. What a joke. Yeah, I can't say otherwise. You're right. Maybe instead of taking action and ending up like this, I should have just done nothing. Akane, your bro. He's tired. Oh, he's tried. I'm going on ahead. I'll see you in the afterlife. That is sad and pathetic. Don't be talking like that. That is very sad and pathetic. This is it. The words I'm about to impart to you. The words of the sorrow-filled face. My final words. The gate to the abysmal realm has opened. Man has fallen to despair. Despair, in other words, that is man's despair over the world God created. Man can no longer see a future in this world God made. The fate of man once he lost hope for the future. What? The student wearing the Shinado mask fell before Raidou. I'm sorry, it seems it is time soon. Soon the aspect of my anger will show his face. The aspect of my anger over the despair that the people have fallen into. I hope, Deus Machina, who has assumed the role of Raidou, you can be their hope. Become man's hope. Oh, you pathetic piece of fuck. It's you, isn't it? You're the so-called hope my aspect of sorrow found. You who play the role of Raidou and witnessed this spectacle. Unfortunate one, the spark of your misfortune. It is the fact that you have assumed this role of Raidou, Deus Machina. You have been blind to the truth. All actions in this world are meaningless. It is because people cling too tightly to hope that they despair. You will learn that all hope in this world is simply a spark to ignite the flame of despair. The pathetic sight of the creature beneath my heel should tell you that much. You needn't worry, Deus Machina. The aspect of anger has arrived in order to become your salvation. Listen now to my messages of salvation, which are complete and utter bullshit. You understand? Go home, further witness the spectacle, bloibin. No, he wants you to quit. Abandon this role of Raidou, turn away from the spectacle. This will be your salvation. Do you understand? You must abandon Raidou, Deus Machina. Yeah, I understand. Abandon the title of Raidou. You know, it seems totally plausible. Doesn't mean I can give up. Does it now? Raidou is just a title. Maniki. Come on. Oh, there's Tai. Okay. You are really close, girl. Alright, just back off a little bit. Alright, I need some personal space. Thank you. Oh, Narumi filled me in. You passed out in the Sakurayama radio tower. Oh, hey, look, there's Don. Raidou's awake. Good timing. You thirsty? We're finally back in coffee. I picked up a fresh bag of baked beans. Baked beans? No, beans and Kano Yu. Bloiben. There's Don. Okay, Narumi, you just get back, okay? My face is right here. We are this close. I'm pretty sure we don't have to be this close to talk. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Narumi, but I don't let stuff like that rattle me. However, I heard something on the radio about this those locust monsters. They're wreaking havoc all over the capital. There's been a lot of injuries, even some deaths. Seems they've flown off somewhere from now. It's all quiet in our fair capital, but that red hole in the sky where the monsters came from, it's still there. It's like a big eye that never stops watching us. Though nothing's happened with it so far. But in a way that creeps me out even more. It's like we're stuck in limbo. Not the best feeling. You can say that again. I noticed when I was out getting beans that the people outside seemed strange. They were looking up at the sky, grumbling. The red hole is causing trouble, just by being there. If we ignore it, the people of the capital are in for a one-way trip into Crazy Town. But what can we do? We're not talking about the hole in the sky here, not a stray cat in the alley. Or we're talking about a hole in the sky here, not a stray cat in the alley. There's something, it might be a long shot, but it's better than nothing. What do you mean? The stuff you're talking about while Raidou was conked out? The children's song from Sukigata Village? That's the one. That's what I came all the way here, through that swarm of locust monsters for. Just to tell you that. That one little tiny bit of information. That's all. And I realize the ruckus over locust monsters, everything that's happened up to now, all of it, it's all there in the words to the song. I'm afraid you've lost me. What do you mean? Look, I can explain it pretty easy, though. There are some parts I'm not too sure of. What do you two call that thing? An investigational meeting? Let's have one of those, and I'll explain how the children's song is connected to those murders. Righto, you know the song, right? Of course you do. I was watching when the girls in Sukigata taught it to you. Oh, you creeper. Oh, you're such a creeper. Creeper, creeper, creeper. Sure, let's go. I think I can remember all the stuff that I need to know. Fresh cup of mug. You say mud? Okie dokie. It's time to look at the children's song of Sukigata Village. Oh god. Stop the fretful baby's wail. Take from the earth the moon so pale. Feed the baby's meal frail. Ma in the sky is watching you. When the sky is pierced right through, you'll sleep at great Ma's bosom too. Now, since this was originally, you know, Japanese, it probably made more sense if you translated it fully into Japanese. So right now, this all might be a little funky, if you catch my drift. Don't let the fretful baby cry. Ma'll cut you into shreds and you'll die. Ma'll rip you apart and you'll die. Here's the first thing I want you to take a look at. Take from the earth the moon so pale. See the part I highlighted in red? About the moon being on the earth seems strange, so it has to be a metaphor for something. So I thought about it, and I realized Suki is one way of saying moon. And where have you heard that before? The Kanto Hagurogumi! No, the Sukigata family. Exactly. Not too hard of a jump when you realize what's going on, is it? You usually say Getsu for moon, but plays on alternate pronunciation. But plays on alternate pronunciation, not punctuation. Pronunciation. The fuck. We're common in the old days. I cannot read for shit. This is all just folklore's buff hunch, mind you. But children's songs are often based on reality. Ring Around the Rosie and the Black Plague, for example. Wow. That shit. I think I skipped over that line when I first played that game, because I don't remember that being in there. Because I learned about this stuff like a week ago in sociology. Thank goodness I wasn't 100% positive, but now I know you're with me on this. Anyways, moving on. Okay. So I'll mark that moon as being a reference to the Sukigata family. Right now, the next bit of information, feed the baby his meal frail. Look at the feed line after it. If I'm right, this has to do with the Sukigata family. What would this be a metaphor for? Feeding the baby the moon? It sounds like some sort of ritual. What do you think? Is it a ritual where a Sukigata is eaten? What would that be? The burial ritual! The storm... What? Ritual? I have not heard of either of these two. So it's gotta be the marriage ritual! Right, the marriage ritual. Or that's what they call it, at least. You were the ones who told me, right? According to the Sukigata village tradition, Akane has become something like a sacrifice. Alright, Tai, keep going. Move on. I don't have all day. I have 15 minutes. Okay, that's all I'm gonna allot you. If you keep dragging this on, girl, I'm gonna slap you in your clitoris. Alright.